Well, hello again, and welcome to another Hyperion morning. How y'all doing out there? Welcome to Thursday. Hope you're having a great week so far. Hopefully, it's going smoothly. Hopefully, things are going okay for you so far this week. Almost to the weekend. We've almost made it there. Just a few more days. It's almost the weekend. You might as well just go ahead and plan it. It's the weekend. Hopefully, you got some good things ahead for you this weekend. Hope whether it be, again, I always say it, whether it be relaxing, whether it be out with family, friends, some time at the Disney parks or any of the parks, Universal, SeaWorld, whatever you might be doing. Hopefully, you have some good things ahead for you. And thank you for joining this morning. I really appreciate you being here along with me this morning. It's so good to have you here. Hey, Tony. Good morning. Hey, howdy. Hey. Yes. Happy Thursday to you as well. Yes, Marianne. Good morning. And I see that storm cloud. Yes. If you know, you know, here in Florida, it's one of those days. It's one of those days. We might as well get to the first banner here. Happy Thursday. Be safe out there today, okay? Because a lot of stuff happening down here in and around Florida. You know what's going on if you watch the news at all, if you watch the Weather Channel, whatever. You know what's happening out here. So far, we are in a fairly okay place for us. Just to kind of get you an idea of where we are, we're located on the eastern coast of Central Florida in Brevard County, kind of southeast. So probably today for us, the worst we're going to get is some rain, some heavy rain, some high winds, not compared to what a lot of people are facing, some high winds. But mostly we'll just be dealing with that and a very nervous Scott, because he on a normal stormy day, he's not exactly thrilled. So we'll just be dealing with that. But for everybody on the West Coast, and especially those of you in the Panhandle, our thoughts, we're sending positive vibes your way, that everything, you come out of this smoothly, okay. You, your family, all your friends come out of this cleanly, because it's tricky. Hopefully you're making those last minute preparations, doing whatever you have to do to be prepared, because it is that time of year and it can be tough out there. So if you get a warning, get out. Okay. Know what's going on out there. Be safe. Be safe, everybody. Positive vibes sending your way, that we all make it through this. You're going to make it through this. Okay. Moving on, more positive stuff. Let's talk about a few things that are happening today. Yeah. So what else is going on? Well, it happens to be National Dumpling Day. Yeah, that's right. What do you know? National Dumpling Day. These dumplings you see in this picture here happen to be from the Lotus Blossom Cafe at Epcot. Great place to get some good dumplings. So you might want to check that out. But there's a few places throughout the Disney parks that you can get dumplings, including Ohana has some great dumplings as well. Lots of great places. Wanted to show you this because you may have seen this before, but it's really cute. This is from Hong Kong Disney. This dim sum place. I mean, talk about some adorable dumplings, like almost too adorable to eat. Look at those dumplings and how cute they are, but I'll bet you they're delicious. If you ever get a chance to get out to Hong Kong Disneyland, we have not been able to get there yet, but man, we'd love to. And we would probably hit this place up, because just for the photo alone, if nothing else, but to try these amazing dumplings. What else is happening today? Well, it is a perfect day for a wonderful comfort food. How about some pancakes? Yes, it happens to be National Pancake Day. So a great day to serve up some pancakes, little syrup. Maybe you like it a little more with some blueberries in there, some strawberries, something along those lines, whatever it is. Hey, and why not? Let's go ahead and make it Mickey shaped. Let's go ahead and have some Mickey shaped pancakes today, because everything is better when it's Mickey shaped, and there's no calories when it's Mickey shaped. You know that. You know that's what's going on here. And you know who makes a great pancake? Well, of course, it is Donald Duck. Donald Duck is a great pancake chef, just so you know. If you ever get a chance to have some of Donald's pancakes, you're in a good spot. Not a lot else going on Disney news-wise. They did release something interesting yesterday, and that is they have some fantastic treats coming to Jollywood Nights. If you're getting a chance to get out to the party out at Disney's Hollywood Studios, look at some of these fantastic treats from Jollywood Nights. Yeah, Marianne, thank you. It is a great idea for breakfast. Pancakes are always a great idea for breakfast for sure. Mickey pancakes, a great idea for today. But yeah, Jollywood Nights. If you go over to the Disney Parks blog, I'm going to show a few pictures here, but I can't possibly show you all the stuff that they have coming. But it looks amazing. I mean, look at some of this phenomenal stuff that if you make it to Jollywood Nights, you'll get the chance to sample this year. So much fantastic food, so much fantastic treats, wonderful, wonderful drinks. Man, we really wanted to get to Jollywood Nights this year. I just don't think we can work it into our calendar, unfortunately. But hopefully you'll get a chance to, whether it be this year. Seems like it's being somewhat of a success. So hopefully they'll continue it on to next year. If we don't make it this year, maybe next year, but hopefully you'll have that chance. And if you do get out to Jollywood Nights, please tell us about it. Let us know. What did you think? Again, they had a little, last year had a few stumbles like for the first night, but then it seemed like after that, the reviews were great. People loved it. And it totally has the vibe that we enjoy from everything they say about it. So looking to sample Jollywood Nights somewhere in the future. So what else is happening today? What happened on this day in history? Well, they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly. Yes. On this day in 1962, the Beverly Hillbillies debuted. For those of you that are younger, you may not know what the Beverly Hillbillies were. It was a group of Southern folk who struck it rich and decided to pick it all up and move to Beverly Hills. And of course, hilarity ensued afterwards, talking about a fish out of water story. Beverly Hillbillies, classic sitcom from the 60s. And then they made a movie, a silly movie of it afterwards, I think maybe it was the 90s and 2000s. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, classic sitcom. Speaking of another classic sitcom that debuted in the 60s, well, here's the story of a man named Brady. Yes, the Brady Bunch debuted on this day in history back in 1969. I grew up watching the Brady Bunch. It just shows my age a little bit. Love the Brady Bunch very much. Whether, I think a lot of it I watched was in syndication, obviously, after it debuted. But love the Brady Bunch. Talk about wholesome, good shows. The Brady Bunch is a lot of fun. Great show. Great show. What else happened on this day in history? Talking about 1969 as well. Abbey Road debuted. Yes, the classic Beatles album, Abbey Road. Easy for me to say. Abbey Road debuted. Again, easy for me to say. Debuted. It's early. It's early, folks. Debuted in 1969. Great album. One of my favorites. Hope you enjoy it too. And by the way, this is on Disney Plus. I don't know if you've been able to check it out yet, but the Beatles Get Back docuseries. It does not tell the story technically of the making of Abbey Road, but a lot of the songs that are in Abbey Road, you can see them being created in this docuseries. The docuseries is about the album Let It Be, which actually came out after Abbey Road. They actually recorded Abbey Road, I guess, like a month or two after they did these sessions for Get Back. But definitely check out this series if you get a chance. It's long, okay? Take your time through it. But it's a fascinating docuseries. Watching the Beatles, seeing how creative they were, how even in these are near their end as a band together, and you can see that. You can see the cracks forming significantly. But just seeing their creativity and seeing them come together and seeing that they still they did want to play together, but there were just so many other things going on and they just couldn't get it all together. But the music they were creating, watching the process, it's an amazing docuseries. Again, it takes a long time, but it is worth your sit down and enjoyment because it is very, very good. If you love the Beatles, you have to check out this docuseries for sure at some point. I believe it's still on Disney Plus. You can check it out there. What else is happening today? Well, let's talk about some birthdays. Happy birthday today. If it is your birthday, September 26th, happy birthday to you. How about these two? Talk about some all-time greats. Of course, maybe arguably the greatest women's tennis player to ever play, Serena Williams. Today, she turns 43. She was born in 1981. Happy birthday to Serena Williams. And if you grew up around the time that I grew up, Olivia Newton-John was probably one of your crushes for sure. Unfortunately, we lost her in 2022, but she would have been 76 today. She was born in 1948, and look at her, just adorable. Both these women, beautiful, beautiful women and wonderful performers in their art, whether it be Serena Williams, greatest of all time in tennis, and Olivia Newton-John, definitely one of the greatest of all time in singing and acting. Love Grease. I still love Grease to this day. I still love Grease music to this day. What other birthday are we celebrating today? Lots of them, but this one I found interesting. It is Johnny Appleseed's birthday. Yes, Johnny Appleseed actually was a real person. Just to let you know this, if you didn't know this already. Yes, of course, there's the stories about him, the classic Disney animated feature, not a full feature, I think it's a short, more about Johnny Appleseed and his story about him basically traveling the countryside and planting apples across the countryside. Well, Johnny Appleseed was a real guy. His name was John Chapman. He was born on this day in 1774 in Massachusetts. And really fascinating story. His father was a Minuteman in the Revolutionary War, fought at Bunker Hill and everything. They eventually moved. Johnny Appleseed found himself in Pennsylvania, and he actually did go across the country to places throughout the Midwest, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin, planting apple trees and, discussing the maintenance of orchards. And sometimes they would say he would, be sent messages and he would come from miles away to help nurture orchards around the country. So a lot of what we know as apples in this country are thanks to Johnny Appleseed. So yes, it's an adorable animated short. It's an adorable story, an interesting story, but it is based in some fact. So I just thought that was interesting, and I thought you might want to know that. Really cool. Really cool stuff. Okay, wrapping things up for today. Everybody, be safe out there first and foremost. But everybody, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. I hope everything goes smoothly for you. I hope you make it through the day. Okay, we're almost to the weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. It's a feel-good Friday tomorrow, then on into the weekend. Hopefully you have big plans ahead for you. Gonna wrap it up. Have a fantastic day, everybody. I will talk to you, pretty sure, tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. See you then. Bye.